Okay, everybody, new representatives. Some of you not so new. I also open this up to people who have been with me a while in case they want refreshers or there's always something to learn in this business, even for me. But today is June 25th. We are going to talk a little bit about the site again. Last Monday, we talked about the web office. And some people, when they think of web office, they think, well, it's probably just my e-store. And it's so much more than just your e-store. I also did that YouTube up, and we put that in the group for you. If you're not part of the Facebook Team Onward group, you should be. But I'm also, once this one's done, we're going to put this on YouTube, and then I'm going to send all the replays for the month to you guys in one big conglomerate so you can look at that. So if you're not quite sure what all the web office can do for you besides your e-store, you might want to take a look at that if you weren't with us last week. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about the site map, the place where I normally find everything that I want to go to. I'm going to show you all the different areas of things. We're not going to go into everything. We're not going to look at everything, but I'm going to tell you why, just pressing on this little link, how that's pretty important. In case you don't know who I am, because some of you are very new. Some of you, if you're real new, you haven't gotten your welcome packets from me because we have to give that 4 days before we start processing them in case anything hinky happens and you meant to be on somebody else's team or there were problems with the past account. So we wait on that, but we've been working on welcome packets all day. So if you haven't gotten it, yay, Brittany, you got it. Yes, that's awesome. Then I am one of your leaders, one of your mentors. I could be your mama in Avon if you're in my first gen, or I could be your grandmama if you are in my second gen. And I'm also a great-great-grandmama, and I'm a great-great-great-great-grandmama, and we go down 5 generations, which is so cool. Like most great-great-great-great-grandmamas ain't even alive to see the people then. And I am, which is great. We have close to 800 on our team, and they're all over the United States. And I have taken the official capacity to help you in your training to make sure that you're getting a little bit more. We know how it is. You're trying to text questions to your upline and your mentor, and they'll say something like, whoa, that's way too much to text. And there needs to be a phone call or something that happens. And believe me, they're not trying to be difficult. Sometimes the explanation is really a little bit too much for a text. But so what I thought I would do, and I've been doing this for the past 7 months, is just kind of going over stuff that I feel like as a new representative, or maybe you were nested to us through a program and you still don't feel like you know everything. I mean, Lord, it's been over 14 years for me, and I feel like I'm still learning stuff every day. But that's when you know you're moving forward, is when you're learning stuff every day. So for most of you, you've either been back with me or you've been with us for 7 campaigns or less, because you're the ones getting the official invite for this. It doesn't matter when you start this training. You're going to learn something no matter when you start it. Now, we are almost at the end. I have a 7-week cycle to kind of, before I start all over again. If you're brand new, we know you've gotten your Kickstart flyer. If you're anywhere within your 1st to your 7th campaign, you are in your Kickstart, your incentive that they give you for being new, which is anywhere from putting that $150 order in to the $400 order, according to what campaigns. So I'm here hopefully giving you a lot of helpful information that will help you bring this business to light. I don't want you to feel like, oh no, I'm not getting this. I should be getting all of this all at once. This isn't cut out for me. You need to get those thoughts out of your head. I got to tell you, the first 3 or 4 years of my business, even though I knew my business was growing, I was always that person who said, it's not growing fast enough. I need to get more customers. I want to start building a team. I want to do this. And we all want that. But true life says, just like it takes you 12 or 13 years to graduate and get your diploma, it ain't gonna take you 12 or 13 years, but as you know, you must go through the different steps and the phases in business. And the main way is just to keep sharing what they give you all the time, which is share those brochures, but you can't stop there. You have to follow up with whoever you are sharing these brochures with. Yes, there are instances, there are places where you can go in, you can share brochures at different places, hair salons, mom and pop stores. Maybe you're part of a club and you can take them there. Maybe take them with you when your kids are out doing their practice or at the swimming pool or whatever it may be. For me, I never really picked where I was going to take them when I started my business. I just kind of had them ready and I took them everywhere. I still to this day do not leave the house without brochures in my purse. I always have them with me. I always have a backup set in my car so that when I'm done passing out what I have, I make sure that I have more there. And that is how I have built a customer base of 400 plus customers over 14 years. That's how I've gotten fundraisers. I had to learn how to work this business into my life and not my life around the business. I have yet to meet anybody that works around. When I went after this Avon thing that I wasn't real sure what it was going to do for me, I needed something that I could work around everything else. I had a full-time job where I was working 40 to 50 hours a week. I was delivering newspapers as another job, and that was running me ragged. I was doing that. I mean, I worked at Target for a while as a cashier. Believe me, I was raising two kids. I was a single mom. A lot of you are in these same predicaments, and you're like, I need more money, but I don't know how to fit one more thing in. This was something that when I really grabbed a hold of it, I realized that it was about me always being ready no matter where I was. If I was at work, if I was at the bank making a deposit, if I was paying a bill, if I was going to pick up a prescription for my sons, if I was going to pick them up from football practice, whatever it was, I was ready. So if I were to give you one tip, it would be never be out of brochures. Always have them ready with your information on the back. And I do so that you know. Now, when I first started out business, I put all my information on the back because when I first started the business, I was only going places that were close enough for me to go back and deliver to. But now I have a set of brochures that when I'm someplace that I know that I'm willing to go to deliver because it's close enough to my residence, that I give them my phone number, my personal, my email, all of that good stuff. But a lot of times now, my journey has changed because of Avon. I do a lot of traveling because of Avon. I'm always earning incentives for trips. I now have books that when I know I'm going someplace, I put my e-store stuff on it. That's all I do. I put the welcome 10, that if they're a first-time buyer with me, they're going to get 10% off their order. I put the fact that there's $40 or more in their order, they're going to get free shipping. I put everything to do with my e-store, and that's all I do. So when I stop at the rest stops and some of the community centers, or we go to Starbucks, or I'm leaving a brochure someplace, I know they can shop with me at my website. I'm not worried about the fact that I'm 500 miles away from my home and I'm not going to be able to deliver. So I want you to think outside the box of what you've always known about Avon. Just be prepared. Again, I always have two sets. Look, some people put everything on there. If they put all the, and I used to do that too, okay? But the truth of the matter is, believe it or not, there's some people who live 300 miles away. They think I should be willing to drive 300 miles and deliver their order. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. No. You feel free to order from my website. Make it a $40 order and you're going to get, free shipping. So, but the point is, if that's all you're putting on there, they just think that's the way to do business with you, which is very cool. So if you're leaving brochures, that's the way to do it. When I am talking to somebody, I still call that hand-to-hand combat because I still get those little butterflies. If I'm going to hand a book to somebody, I'm like, oh, what if they say no? You know, now I figured out a long time ago, I can survive with no, but some people will tell you no, and that's okay. But for those people, when you get your yes, you want to be able to say, oh, wow, I'm so glad that you love Avon. I would love to get your name and your number so that I can call you before my first order goes in. Or how about your name and your address so that I can make sure you get a brochure every campaign. I use an app called Shuffle that I just ask for their name and their phone number, and they enter it in my phone, and then I send them my link to my store with the reminder that I'm putting my order in, or that they can order from my website. There are all kinds of things out there that you can use. I figured this out from 14 years of everything being by hand. This is what you do. There was very little online, to now I'm like half and half, still looking for more people who want to do it online, to still people see the signs on my car that say Avon, you know, and they're like, yeah, let's do this. Let's, you know, grab that number. I had a lady the other day, she says, I almost hit you in the rear end. She says, I was trying to copy your website from your window. And she says, and you stopped. And I'm thinking, well, Lord, that would have been quite an introduction. I hit her because I wanted to order Avon from her. Those crazy things can happen. People have knocked on my window, gotten out at stoplights, knocked on my window and said, do you have a brochure? I'm like, don't carjack me. Yeah, I got a brochure. Take it. Here's some samples too. Just leave in peace, you know? It's amazing what happens. I am a firm believer to have something on your vehicle that says that you do Avon. I have gotten so many. I can be in the grocery store, in the parking lot, minding my own business, putting my groceries in the back of the car, not even thinking about Avon, which I should have been, but I wasn't, but I should have been, but I wasn't. And they come up and they're like, you know, yeah, Kim, you're right. That's great and terrifying at the same time. It was, considering I was not in a great area. Even people in great areas love Avon, I have figured out, which is, yeah. Yeah, and I did deliver it because I was that crazy woman who wanted the sale, so it's okay. I said hi to everybody who was on the side who looked like they wanted to jack me. I was like, okay, it's all good. I'm good. Don't take my money. But I was offering samples, all the guys that were like all hitched together, and they looked like, and I'd be like, hi guys, and they'd look at me because like I said something, and they're like, hey, and I'm like, guys, do you like cologne? I got great smelling cologne. I mean, do you like cologne? And they're looking. Then one guy goes, well, yeah. And I'm like, hold up. I got some sample packets for you. And whatever you don't like, take home to your mama. Your mama will love these samples. She will love you. She'll know you're out here doing good things, guys. And you know, they don't even know how to respond to that. But that's just me and my craziness. I don't know why I haven't been shot. They love me. They know I'm the Avon lady. It's all good. But it can, people say a struggle, but it's so funny. Once like my blood pressure went down, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a new customer. This is great. And then me and the customer laugh about how she found me. She says, you were scared I was jacking you. I was scared I was going to get hit by a car, but I couldn't get your attention. And I'm like, you want me to get out of my car and give you a book? Then I'm for sure going to get hit by a car. So no, that's not going to be a good thing. So it's all kinds of crazy stories that you can tell about what happens, but it's because, to be honest, seriously, I have left myself open to everything that could bring me business. Wearing a shirt that says Avon, or in a lot of cases, a button that says Avon. Some of you have gotten those from me with the business booster packets. One of the things, and I didn't do this at the beginning, but let me do it again. For all the newbies, my email, molly7720@gmail.com. I can put you in touch with somebody who very cheaply will make up, you can go to a site, make up different types of Avon buttons that will attach with actually a magnet so it doesn't mess your shirts up. Some of them you can get it that say bug guard for the summertime. Contact me. Some of them can be, are you looking for a fundraiser? Some of them are, hi, I'm your Avon lady. Ask me for a brochure. There's so many different sayings he has, and I give these away with my books when people buy my books. I have to tell you, I just feel like everything is in season for letting people know what you do, because if you don't, how they gonna know? I mean, when you sign up for Avon and you buy that kit, you just don't suddenly have like an angelic sign over you that says I'm the Avon lady. It just doesn't happen. Like, you got to put it out there. You got to wear the jewelry. You got to let people know. Like, they give them something to ask about. I wear these all the time because people, you know, will say, oh, wow, I really love your earrings. And I'll say, I know I'm an earring fanatic. Don't tell nobody that, but I am. But they're Avon. Yes, they're Avon, and I let them. And most of the time they'll do this. Avon? Seriously? Why? Because what are they thinking? They're thinking skincare and makeup. And I get it, because that's what we do, Skin So Soft. I get it, bug spray. But I love the fact that when they realize it, they're like, yes, Kimmery, you're right, lipstick. We are that company. But when they go, wow, and then they'll like touch them, which freaks me out a little bit, because if you were germaphobe, you want nobody touching your stuff. So I've had to like live through it. But they'll be like, wow, and I'm like, I know, you want to touch this one too? I know, it's awesome, they're great. And they see that now, oh my gosh, the clothesline with Avon, fabulous. And they'll see you wearing something, and they don't, and you're like, what? And then they go, do you see the prices or whatever it may be? It absolutely is just, uh-oh. Miss Barbara, I'm gonna put you on mute, baby, so that we're not getting this on the thing. But welcome, so glad you're with us. So the deal is, we have got to make sure we're putting ourselves out there. And look, I get it, not all at once. I didn't all at once either. But I tell you everything because I figure you can pick at least one thing that you can do. Avon, Town and Country, which I'm going to show you how to get there in just a minute, is another site that Avon has that you can actually get. You don't have to get big signs for your cars like I do. Yeah, I am definitely the big and bling girl. I want everybody to know what I'm doing. But, you know, they have some that can be accustomed to you, because when you let people know and then you're ready to service them with an awesome brochure or maybe a sample or two, and that hand-to-hand combat of talking to them, that can be something that's absolutely amazing, okay? So I try to tell you something about me every training. So that Molly was a crazy Avon. Yes, I was. Very quickly, I was a crazy Avon. Still am. Own it. Own it. Okay, let me look at the chat here and make sure there's not anything that I haven't. Yes, Melody, you are right. For newbies who don't know this, downfall of giving out brochures in non-local places is someone orders a bra. Avon makes the rep responsible for delivering the item. They don't ship. They don't. But Melody, let me tell you something else. I know. I'm gonna tell you another little crazy thing that I do. Okay. All right. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling you it's the right way to do this. I'm telling you I do this because I don't like those problems you're talking about. Remember how I told you I have different groups, right? According to where I'm going? Well, I tear those pages out. Just saying. I do. Because Melody, you know why? Because they are the only things that are not deliverable. And the reason is, let me defend Avon for just a minute. When we partnered with Playtex and Bally, and I'm not real sure how long this partnership is going to last, because Playtex and Bally have not been real good about getting the products to us in a timely manner or even at all. And we don't know what that's all about, but it has been. I just had 2 bras that were ordered this past campaign. I just got an email from Avon before this call that the order had been canceled. So most of the time, to be quite honest, I don't even care if it's a local one I'm giving people, because if I can't, look, if they were willing to spend $50 on 2 bras, that means they're willing to spend $50 with me. And I don't want those bras not coming in. By the way, I'm only making 25% because I'm a President's Club member. I'm only making 25% on them bad boys. What do I care? I want them to buy the makeup, the skin so soft. I want them to buy skincare. I want them to buy Aspira. I want to bring in the money. So just a helpful hint, if you're worried about that, I do. I just tear, they don't even know. Zip, zip, zip. I just tear them out of there. So I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm just saying if that's a worry, that might help you out a little bit. That's what I do. Okay, so let me see if I can share the screen here tonight. Let me see if, okay, let me see. I think I have it on the right one. Okay. Kim Marie, I've got you up on my top here, so you're going to tell me when, can you see the YourAvon site that's up right now? Yes? Okay, good, okay. Okay, so we're going to, oh, by the way, let's talk about this for 1 second. So they announced today that Avon is getting into the podcast business. So here I'm listening to Bobby Bones and all these wonderful people that I listen to because they're inspirational. And now Evie and I think Scott Kramer is going to be part of it. We are going to have our own podcast now, which is kind of cool. Now, I'm new with this podcast thing because I haven't even had my iPhone for a year, but my husband has had an iPhone forever. So I'm really into the podcast thing, but they're going to be interviewing top selling representatives, industry experts, things that can help us. And this is supposed to be every Monday. Now, don't worry if you don't have an iPhone, because they're going to put the links to all these podcasts on the YourAvon site, so you can click on them and you can listen to them. And I think the biggest thing about this that I like is when I'm doing my work, whether it's paperwork, like today, getting the packets ready for all of you as new representatives, I listen to podcasts. It's how I listen to, I need some inspiration, something that'll keep me going, keep me awake, do my thing. So now to know that on Monday, I'll be able to listen to some of the top people in Avon. And they've already got 3 of them up. I haven't listened to any of them yet, but my feedback so far is that they say it's really good. Oh, and by the way, the reason I gave you my email is anything I'm talking about, if you wanted more information on it, whether it be about where to get the signs, that stuff, anything I have, that's where you're going to ask me. You're going to say, Molly, I was on your training call is what you're going to say. And then I'm going to say, wow, that's great, because I'm going to enter you into a raffle to get some awesome stuff. And then one of you are going to get some awesome stuff. So, so this is really cool. They announced this today. It's called Make It Happen. And then it says powered by Avon. And I think that's a great motto for us, because when you're starting your own business, that truly is what it's about. This doesn't work on its own. Just because you signed up doesn't mean you're going to get customers. You've got to get out. You've got to decide what you're going to use that we give you and Avon give you, and what the ideas I give you, and how are you going to make this happen, okay? So hopefully that will work. So let's go right here. Okay. So no thanks, take me to the home page. You could listen right there so that you know. So again, every time they have a new one, that'll come up right there on the page. So we talked about the web office last time, and rewards and recognition, we get to that next week. Sales leadership. These are real quick ones that we go through. We've talked about Avon Social, Campaign Insider, but when you can't find something, do you know how frustrating it is that when you know you want to find something and you think for sure it should be under web office, but you go to web office and you can't find it anywhere? Or you want to know, where do I find the stuff about President's Club? And you click on rewards and recognition and you just know it should be there, but no matter what you click on, you can't find it. Very, very irritating. I have gone through that for years with Avon. And then up here in the top where it says Espanol, home, profile, sitemap, which is where we'll be tonight, get support, and log out. We're going to hit sitemap because it's my most fave place in the world to find anything I want. And what you'll see is, you're going to see all the different, see all the headings here? It's going to tell us exactly what we need to know. My orders. I love this. This is where you create, place, track your order, view your customer profiles and histories. Let's put a little side note there. I have said this, I said it with the last one about placing orders. You should be putting your customers in separately as a customer so that you can keep up with what your customers are ordering for them. When I first started, I put everything under me. I brought my name up and put all my customer orders under my name. But as my business grew, and when I didn't have just 3 or 4 customers anymore, it became exhausting trying to figure out, oh, wow, well, okay, it's all under my name, and there's 3 concealers here, but Maureen wants to know which one was hers, but now I'm going to have to go look through all those written invoices to see what did she order, and I think she ordered it 4 months ago. So as you can see, that can frustrate you, and you very easily can say, I really don't have time for this, which you're right, you don't. But you can make it easier so you don't have to spend all that time. So when you go to start new order, when you go to track submitted orders, when you want to know anything about customers and you're underneath your web office there to see exactly what's going on, it's nice to be able to pull up that customer and see exactly what they've ordered in the last 9, 16, 27 campaigns. So it's okay if you haven't started thus far, but I would start as soon as you can with your customers. I highly recommend it. What you start doing now will help you in the future as your business grows. So this is where we start a new order. This is where, let's say I'm the girl who I can get 3 orders in today. And at the end of the day, before I leave my computer, I will take those 3 orders and I will enter them into the system. I will go in, I will enter them, I will click save or update, whatever it is it says, and I will leave it there. And do you know where it sits? It sits in the order cart. So sometimes I find that order because I didn't throw it away on my dust deal. So I'm like, did I put this in? Did I not put this in? Well, all I have to do is go look under view order cart, and it will very much tell me what is in here. No orders in here. Well, see, I must have been lying. Didn't put no orders in. That's why it was still on my desk. So I like this. It will let you keep up with what is going on in your business. What have you already done? A lot of people think that as soon as they put the order in here, you have to go ahead and submit it to Avon. No, you don't. You don't have to do that. Make it easy on yourself. Sometimes I was the girl who, like tonight, will be putting all her orders in all at one time, and I will be putting them in and sending them. But on a normal week, I will have put them in a couple of the time as I've gotten them, and I will let them sit there, and then I can come up and see exactly what is in my order cart already. So let's go back here where we were. Okay, check product availability. And again, this is telling you what you find underneath this right here, my orders. Check product availability. Let's say you have that person who says, I really want that dress, but in 3 weeks, I leave to go to the ocean, to the Outer Banks, whatever it may be. I really want it for that. Am I going to be able to get it in if I order it? You can actually go to this tab, and you can take the product number and you can put the product number in here. You can search for it. It's going to give you the green light if it's in. It's going to give you the yellow light if it's going fast. It's going to give you the red light if it's not available now and tell you what campaign it's going to be ordered in. Or it will give you a gray light which says they're completely out of it and they're not getting it back. So I think sometimes we feel as reps like we have to say, well, I don't know if I guess it's going to be in. If you've got somebody who's that pressed about what they need to get and when they need to get it, you can absolutely put that in there. Another side note, helpful hint, you have this, which is where you do all your personal orders for people who you're going to be delivering to. All the orders are coming to you, you're packing them, you are delivering them to your customers. But we have 2 warehouses. a warehouse that all our products come from for personal delivery, and there's another warehouse that houses all our e-store customers. So if there's something that somebody really wants and they have not, and I can't get it, I always go to my e-store as if I'm a customer and go to see if it's in there. Because did you know that there is no back orders in your e-store? There is none. If they don't have that product in stock, guess what? They don't let the customer order it. We may have back orders. We may have things like that when we do personal delivery, but if it's not in the e-store, it's not going to let you order it. It's going to say, sorry, that's not available for you to order. So there's many times I've kept a sale because I've put that in and said, wow, I can get free shipping, but I'm $12 away. I can guarantee you I'm going to hit another product that's may not be available, or maybe something that I need for me. I will take it to that $40. I'm still making the same commission. I bring it to $40, so there's no shipping for me. And then boom, I put it in so I can get that product in about 4 days, which is about when my order is going to come in, and I can deliver that to that customer. Or a lot of times I will say, hey, we can have this to you in 4 to 7 days, but it's only available on my e-store site. If you want it, you can go get it now. There's no one way to handle anything. Remember that. Don't be narrow-minded when it comes to this business. There's a bunch of different ways that you can make customers happy, that you can make more money for yourself, but you don't know if we don't give you the ins and outs, right? So you can be the person that says, that's way too much trouble, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, because if you think I'm going to run over tarnation, I'm going to do all that for my customer, you out of your mind, because they could just go do that stuff. You know what? You need to stop it right now. Whether you're watching this on replay or whether you're watching it live, you are in the business of servicing your customers, and you try to find the best for them, because you know what? When you're going to be that Avon representative who don't want to be bothered, your customers are not going to want to be bothered with you either, and they're going to find themselves a new representative, because they're only as loyal as you are good to them. I can tell you that for sure. So, okay, just thought that'd be a little bit of helpful information right there, because I know a lot of reps, not on my team, of course, but they think I'm not going to go to all that trouble. You should go to trouble for your customers, especially if they're good spenders with you. Okay, need help ordering. There's always this, the need help ordering. And now, all right, I know I said, well, I wasn't going to go here, but we're going to go here because I know we got some newbies on here who haven't seen it, so I'm going to show you. So let me move this over here real quick, and I'm going to pretend like I'm placing an order for Molly Stone Bibb. Who in the world is that Molly Stone Bibb? I bet she's a good customer. And when you're placing this order, hold on, it's still spinning. Okay. So when you're placing this order, let's see if it will come up here. If I am placing something here, hold on. Let's see if I wanted to place 961. 961. Is that what that is? Man, I really need my glasses. This is really bad. I just turned 55 years old, guys. Can you tell? 634. Okay. Oh, no, that's obviously not the right number, because do you think that came up? You know what? This is really bad. Not 980. Hold on. Oh, there we go. 590. So let's say we're doing this, and we add it. I got something in the cart here. Now, what did they do? Did they take that away? I'm going to make a liar out of myself here. Okay, this is probably because they're working on the system, but let me see if I view my order cart, if this will come up. There is normally a little help chatter guy that'll come out right here. He's blue and he looks like a little alien, and they will be like live help. I know they're working on some stuff with the system, but if for some reason you couldn't get a hold of your upline or myself, you can absolutely ask them for help. But what's really great, when we take it the other way, let's go back to where I was. You can, you can ask for help, which is great. There's a little, see, need help ordering. Let's see what happens when we click on that. Now that just takes you to the instructions. Huh. Guess I'm gonna have to ask Avon about that, guys. Sorry about that. I have no clue where that went. I have to say, what happened to my man who comes and talks to me live? Why you take him away? He might be on vacation. You never know. So, okay, so all this, that's where you're going to find everything to do with my orders. Avon Social, this speaks for itself. You go up here if you are part of the Avon Social. I sent you, if you're a newbie, you get that link in your email that says sign up with Avon Social. It's through Facebook. They give us all these different beautiful pictures and images and posts. There is training here for Avon Social. They brought in Scott Kramer and his team. Absolutely wonderful. You'll want to get turned on to him for sure. It's a brand new social media tool. You can put it on your phone. We'll go over this again and as we revisit that when we get to that. But don't wait for me to get that on a Monday night training. Don't wait for that. Go get all you can get. Soak in the information. Campaign Insider. Campaign Insider is everything that's going on, how-to videos. Let's take a look at this. Welcome to Campaign Insider. This is going to be the last one. They talk to representatives live. This tells you what is the standout products. You'll see here, Restful Sleep. They are doing away with glazeware, and they have reproduced and came out with our new Lip Glow lip gloss. This stuff is remarkable. Look, I always like glazeware, but I was really shocked with this. This is not sticky. It's wonderful. And the vitamin C serum, I just can't speak. I can't speak enough about it. I use this. I use it every day, 55, and loving this stuff here. In this campaign in 14, they bought two new skincare products. They were going to get it for free. I have a lot of people who picked up on that. And remember, skincare is repeat business. It's one of the biggest things out there. So here is where you can play the videos. As you can see here, Campaign Insider letting us know what's coming for that. Love me some Michael Senstack. You will see a lot of him. All right, Michael, we don't want to hear you right now. Love you, dude, but no. And every month you will, or every campaign, there will be another one here. This is why I always say go to the Campaign Insider. You really want to know what is that? What is happening? Because look, when I don't know what to say, this right here, I love this. So here's the new vitamin C. Features and benefits, words to say, selling tips. Now, I put this in our Facebook group when these come up so that you all know with the picture. But sometimes just simply copying and pasting what they've written up and putting that on your Facebook, telling them what it's about, or taking their words and making them your words, how you would talk. But the pictures are great, and it's very easy because, look, when I click on that, all I've got to do is say save image. I can call it vitamin C, and this image here will be saved, and you can use that at any time. So, and that is something they've only started doing in the last few months because you didn't used to be able to do that for some reason. But I do. Why do I need my own pictures when I can use their pictures? I mean, it's a time saver. So you want to make sure that you're using this. Product launches. Look here, there's an Avon video gallery. You're like, okay, Molly, but I really like this product, and I want to know what this is. Well, look at the new Avon Kids Superphone, Avon Kids Triple Threat. All these new products that are coming out right now, all of these have videos that we can share, guys, that we can share. You can share them by texting them to somebody, taking the link and sharing it with them. You can go to the Avon YouTube site, and they're on those, and you can share them. People are very visual. They like to see something. If you see somebody having fun with something in the bathtub, I mean, come on, you know you want to take a bath, even if you are squirmy and germy and you don't want to take a bath. I'm telling you, it's awesome. So you need to be using these. They can definitely one up your business. And for a lot of you, I guarantee you didn't even know that stuff like this was here. And I get it. But Michael Sinchdak would be very upset if y'all did not know this stuff was here, because this is where his pride is, right here on this stuff. And look at this. Aspira, that was just on the most recent. You're like, Molly, I don't take the Aspira. I don't know. But I know a lot of people who say they can't sleep, or you know what, they need the calm pills because there's something wrong with those people. They need to calm down. Well, I'm telling you right now, we got a pill for that, okay? And it's all natural, and it doesn't give you all those side effects. But they tell us about this. We have our wonderful Ashley Koff. She's a dietitian. She's wonderful. And it just keeps going. Again, don't tell me you can't when they've given you all the tools that you need to do it. But if you just say, oh, it's on the YourAvon site, they gonna do it for me. No, if you're gonna make some money, you're gonna have to put a little work into it yourself, okay? But they have given us great tools. You'll see things like representative success stories. And look, all of this speaks for itself, but just because you don't really know what one of these tabs is about, go back and check on it repeatedly, because they're always adding to this. Business updates, events that are happening, new shareable gallery. And again, we asked for this stuff for years, and now we're getting it, which is huge. So that's what that's for. Let me just do this the easy way and go back to, let me go back to sitemap. So that's what that's all about. And hold on, my account. This is a big one. This is where you see your statements to know what you owe Avon, or if somebody has shopped on your e-store and what did you earn from that. You can do invoices here, see your Avon invoices, process returns. This is where you pay your bill. Process new appointments, not so much anymore. They should have removed that a long time ago. That was when we used to sign people up in person. But again, account summary, and account summary is live. It's like real time. So if you just made a payment, like in the next 2 seconds to your account, you can go to, and let me click on this to show you, you can go to account summary. And down here where you're like, well, Molly, it don't show you nothing. That's because you got to hit the search button. And when you hit the search, see, here's what I was telling you about: innerwear, back order, cancel. Can you see that, Kimmery? I don't know if you guys can see that, and I'm going to try to make this bigger so you can see it. See it? Okay. This is where I said they just canceled that order because they couldn't get the bras. But this will take you in real time to anything that is happening on your account. Every payment you've made, every order that's been placed. If you're in lead buy, and that's what the lead buys, the purchases and all are, this is where it's all at, right here. This is real time. This is your account summaries, okay? How about this? And look, that brought me to earnings and order sizes. Molly, I don't know what I made. I don't know how much. I don't know how much my order was at the time. Well, guess what? If you're here was 14. Let's view the campaign. Look at this. This says you had, Molly, these products here, products at 50%, Molly. That's great. Molly, here's your online store too. This was your earnings for this. Items previously not available. Here it is. Molly, here's your business tools. Here's the total. Here is your estimated earnings. The only time this is not correct is you see here where it says products at 50% earnings. In this could be something that you ordered for yourself, okay? So it could be that you were like, I ordered a dress, a pair of shoes, those 3 different makeups I wanted. You've got to remember, Avon cannot distinguish. When you put that order in, even underneath your own name, they don't say, oh, well, that's the rep's order. And the story is, if you're at 50% or you're at 40% or 30%, you are getting that same amount off your order. So if you put in an order and it was 30% and it was anything but home and fashion, and you are past your first 7 campaigns, you're only going to make 20% on home and fashion. So you would have another thing here that obviously said 20%. but look at this. This could be that $100 worth of this product was for you. Well, if so, and it was $100 and you earned 50% off, let's just say to make it easy for the math, you didn't earn, you could have got to take $50 off of this. You got the discount, but you're not earning it. I've had reps who go, they're lying. They said I was supposed to get $171 and I didn't. I only had like $131. And I'm like, hold up, what was for you? Did you buy anything for yourself? Well, yeah, there was that jumper and them three. Did you see them set of earrings? I got the earrings. And I'm like, Avon can't distinguish. You have to remember what you bought for you, and you have to know that you have to take that amount off of there. Yes, Avon's giving you credit for the award sales. It doesn't matter that it's for you, but you can't earn something that's for you. You don't earn money on that. You just get a discount. It's like working at Target and getting a discount on that sandwich I just bought or something. You know, if you at McDonald's, they're going to give you a discount. You know, I remember being the waitress. Yeah, we got like, it was like a 50% discount on whatever we decided to eat. So the point is, you have to know that they don't include that. But in here, they are. So that's up to you. And by the way, that's part of being a businesswoman or a businessman, that you got to figure out how exactly to do that kind of stuff. So if you need some help with that, you're going to let us know. But this is where you keep up with this kind of thing, okay? Let's go back to sitemap. You can see your invoices here from Avon. These are all the invoices where they document everything down to the last piece of paper, that even if it's a free piece of paper, it's going to be on your invoice and it should be there. Returns, how to process returns. Pay Avon, get paid by Avon, enroll in Quick Pay. I don't even recommend that to people. Quick Pay is a thing of the past. We still take it because so many older reps still do it. But you need to pay by debit or credit card and know that that's going to hit instantly. It's the easiest way, the most secure way to do it. Earning opportunities. This is all the different strategies. Fundraising, how to get to the next level so that you can make 40% instead of 35%, whatever it may be. Sales leadership, building a team. You know, how do I do that? What's that about? How much can I make? Leadership incentives. Wow, what kind of incentives are there out there? Can I earn money? Can I earn a trip somewhere? Alma, lead management. When you hit a certain point in your business, a bronze ambassador or above, you can actually buy leads, people who are interested in the opportunity that have come in through the Avon site, and then we purchase them for, you know, minimal fees, and it's up to us to work them to say, hey, heard that you were interested in Avon. I love that Avon has this program because when I was building the team, I used to do advertising all the time in the newspapers. And it would cost me hundreds upon thousands of dollars. And I would be like, get a bite, get a bite, get a bite, get a bite. Know somebody's going to call. And it is kind of like that, except the difference is I took a risk putting it in the paper, didn't know if somebody was going to call. At least these people have bit to say, maybe this is the opportunity for me. Sometimes when you're in it, they just self-appoint and they show up on your team, like a lot of people do. So I love that. So if you want to know more about sales leadership, you can read up about it, or you can contact your upline and they would be glad to talk to you more about it. Web office. Again, we're not going to spend any time on this because that is on the video that I just did and put in the group that's going out tomorrow with this video on it. Avon U. This is Avon's training that they do. Training's okay. I'm not going to lie. It's not great. I'm not real impressed with it. But for people who are just beginning, some of the stuff we do in the 6 or 7 weeks here, you and I together, some of that stuff is on there. I personally think nobody trains like a representative who does it. I think that, you know, the corporate world can try to tell us all day long how to do this, do it around our babies, do it around our other jobs, do it around our husbands or significant others, do it when we're tired. It's real easy to say, do it, do it, do it, but yet they don't really know what it's like to really live in the real world, because they go home after they do these little training videos, and here we are trying to figure out how we're going to do it. So that's why we share, and this is why I do these, because I'm here to tell you, no matter what struggle you have in your life, what you're going through, you can always find a way to put your business into it. And I just know, because I don't know much I haven't been through, except I haven't died yet. So I don't know how to do that after you die, but I've had people around me die, and I've still been able to get back to business. So please don't think because of what's going on in your life that this is not for you, or because you haven't gotten the amount of customers that you wanted. It just may mean you need to try something else, or you need to try something a little longer. When you plant a seed, it doesn't grow into a tree overnight. There are all kinds of these little scenarios I can put out there for you, but I'm not the girl who's going to lie to you and tell you that, oh, just stick with it, a couple campaigns, you're going to be rich, baby. If somebody's going to tell you you're going to be rich, get away from them, because they are not the people you want to listen to, because this is definitely something that grows with you, it grows with your life, and it takes consistency, and it takes you loving it, and it takes you saying, man, I just want to be good at something that just involves me. I want to work something enough that I am paid my worth. I want to do something so that if I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to. And if I'm a night owl and I work better at night, I want to work better. And with this type of a business, when you work and get to where you want to be, you can walk away from the jobs that keep your bills paid, because eventually you can do what you love, and that will pay your bills. How do I know that? Because I'm that girl. Because this is what it's done for me. This is all I do. All I do is what I love. And I have to tell you, I have never done anything that I get so much from. Helping women see how they can do, helping a few good men see that they can have whatever they want, that you can love your products, you can love what you do, you can work it around your kids. It's okay to raise your kids. It's okay to work this if you're using this as a stepping stone because you need extra money, because you're trying to do something else in another career. Whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, this can happen. But it cannot happen without you doing the work. Without you saying, I ain't giving up, because I am not a failure. I am not a quitter. I don't know about y'all, but I felt like I quit a whole lot of my life, a whole lot of different times. And everybody thought I was going to quit this too. And I don't know what happened. I just didn't. I said, I'm going to prove all you people wrong, and I'm going to make you all eat crow. And they said, go ahead and do that little lipstick thingy that you're doing. I hated that. I hated that little lipstick thingy, because that's all we were known as. And I said, And then that little lipstick thingy sent me to Puerto Rico and Hawaii and the Dominican Republic and on an Alaskan cruise. And they sent people to Bermuda and the Bahamas and New York. And suddenly, I'm sorry, all my bills are getting paid. I don't know about them other people, and they still working at jobs they hate. Now, that didn't happen for me all at once, 14 years in. But when I hit my 6th year and I started building my team and my customer base was really solid, well, within 6 months, I was able to give up my paper route. That was like the bomb. I hated delivering papers. It was, you know what it's like to get up at 5 in the morning, go work your full-time job, pick your kids up, get them showered, get them homework, get them to bed, leave at 11 o'clock at night, go deliver papers till 5 in the morning, and then get up and go do it again. I did that 4 days a week, and that was the most awful thing I ever did. But you know what it proved to me? You can do whatever you need to do when you have to do it. That's what it showed me. So don't be hard on yourself if it's not where you want it yet, because the world is wide open to you. It doesn't matter if you have 10 representatives around you selling. It doesn't matter if you feel like, oh, but they've been doing it longer and they're better at this than me. Well, get better. Get better, improve yourself. Because if you think this girl who's sitting right here in front of you right now, that's who I was 14 years ago, sorry, I would love to tell you I have always had it. I'm still trying to get it together. Who am I fooling? But I was one hot mess, okay? One hot mess, had like no sense of self-esteem that I could do anything. I just did what people told me to do. That was me. And somewhere along the line, I figured out that I had a say. And that I could decide what I wanted. And I could still do the things that I didn't really want to do. I could still do those, but I could do this too. And until this was big enough and it was successful enough for me to say, take that job and shove it. That's exactly what happened to me. I was like, you can't afford me anymore. What a feeling to be able to say, see ya, 2 weeks notice, you can't afford me anymore. Such a great feeling. And that may not be what your goal is. Maybe your goal is just to make a little bit of extra money. Maybe your goal is you just like the added income. That wasn't my goal initially either. I grew into that goal. I just wanted to get my son through prom and graduation, and this was my third job, and that did it. It paid for prom, it paid for graduation, but in the midst of all that, I thought, I kind of like this better than I like them other things because I can work this when I want to work it. And that's the coolest thing about this business, because I'm not a morning person. I hate mornings. I know some of y'all want to watch the sunrise. I just like to look at pictures of sunrises. I like to watch the sun set. Now, I can show you beautiful sunset pictures. I can, but I'm not a nice person in the morning until I have my coffee, so I'm not a good morning person. Okay, let's look here. Rewards and recognition. This talks about President's Club. It talks about how much you need to sell in a campaign, per campaign, in order to get to that level or the next level. We talk about that on our sales calls, which actually will be next Monday following the new rep call. We will have our monthly sales call, and we talk about how to do things like that and how to move the products. And I think that they say 10% of the company is President's Club or above. That's $10,000 in sales or more in a year. Fourth quarter alone, I know people, fourth quarter alone, they do 10,000 in sales. I mean, because we are the company during Christmas time and Thanksgiving and Halloween, we have everything to offer. But if you don't try to build a customer base before then, who are you going to have to share it with? How are you going to build it? As I said in the beginning, be prepared. Be prepared. Preparation is everything. And you may say, well, Molly, I don't have time to get prepared. But what about when you're sitting on the couch? Look, I got girls right here. I guarantee you that while they're listening to me, they're stamping books. And they're getting books together. And they're putting the dates on books. And that's how it rolls. When my kids, where I was working on homework with them, I had a pile of books that I was getting ready because I knew I had to take them with me the next day. Work it into your life, not your life around it. And make a goal. How many people are you going to talk to in a day? How many people are you going to talk to in a week? Don't set a goal that you know is impossible for you to meet. But if you said, I want to talk to 2 people every day, either by social media, in person, whether you're going to, maybe you want to get on Facebook with them, you want to text them, whatever it may be. The thing is this. If you make the goal and you do it, let's say you talk to 5 days a week, you talk to 10 people one way or another. One way or another. What if just one of those people placed an order that campaign? One new person did that. Do you realize that at the end of 26 campaigns, you'd have 26 new customers? That's a pretty good start, and that is low end of the totem pole right there. And there's no excuse, because now everybody can order online. They can live anywhere in the United States, and they can order from you. But it's up to you. Stop just putting your link out there. Hi, I'm an Avon rep. Here's my link. Go order from me. Stop it. Don't do that. Pick something. Entice the visual in them. Talk about what you think could be great. And if you do that, enough of those people will definitely reach out to you and go, you know what, hey, maybe I could do that. Do you have to be new to use? Oh, no, Kimmery, that's open to everybody. That's what Scott Kramer. Kimmery, are you in the Avon social selling group for Scott Kramer? Oh my gosh, if you guys aren't, you need to be. He's got a Facebook group for us. All of his videos are on there. Private message me on Facebook. Anybody who's on Facebook, and look, my Facebook is it's open, it's public. I know I'm normally maxed out at 5,000 friends. You've got to be my friend to private message me and ask me to add you to Scott Kramer's group, okay? You're probably going to be put in easily because I'm the one putting you in there. Lots of videos in there, definitely. But the other thing is, you actually can be linked up to this social media through the social media tab that's on there. Hit the social media tab, read about that, and what will happen is it'll say, we're taking you to Facebook. You have to be linked to a Facebook account in order for this to go through. And it's true, you do, but you can use it for Twitter. You can use it for your group, for a page you have. You can copy whatever it is or save the image and use it on Instagram, which I do all the time. This, and I mean tens of thousands of pictures, and not just about Avon, but about life, because he shows you how to combine life and business so people will start watching what you're posting. And then they don't know what's coming. They don't know if you've given them Avon or if you're giving them something about dogs or if you're going to tell them how to have a great relationship. They don't know what you're going to tell them. But there's a whole lot of stuff there. And I say everybody needs to be a part of this. But the group, the Facebook group is amazing because if you hit the videos and stuff, all his live streams, all his YouTubes of him and this, and by the way, they're engaging. They're not boring. They're fun. It's exciting. He tells you how to do stuff. You could do one a week and you will learn something every single week. So make sure I'm writing a note right now to make sure that I do that. Does anybody, I mean, you can unmute yourself. Does anybody have any questions or is there anything else in the chat? Let me see. Let me look here. Idea, okay, that I can see from here, it looks like everybody on the chat we've addressed. I'm not sure what we're talking about next week. I really wanted to talk about president's recognition and all that, and I still might, but I feel like a lot of you are still kind of struggling with the whole getting new customer things and ways to have conversations and different ways to do it. So I'm thinking that what we're going to start doing probably in July is, I believe every other one, we're just going to strictly talk about sharing the opportunity and sharing with customers. And we're going to start talking about all these ways. And then the next one will be, let's talk about something about the site. But if you can't find something in the meantime, reach out. Reach out. Yeah, leadership, definitely leadership. We are probably, I guess we normally do one, Kimmery, I think it's before you started getting back on. One of the ones that we do is about building a team, the other leg of the business. That is coming, but we already had it at the beginning of this session. So we do one, and now I'm starting to label what they're going to be about, and I put that in the group also, in the Team Onward group. But pay attention to the next new rep one that says leadership. We talk about building a business, or about building the other leg of the business. Because right now, guys who don't have anybody, haven't built a team yet, you're walking on one leg. It's okay. I know a lot of people who only have one leg, and you know what? They get along just fine. But there is another leg in this business, and that's building a team, and that's our residual income. And you don't have to work as hard then, because when you got other people who are loving what they do and you're making a commission off that, that is freaking huge in this business. And it's what I do. Believe me, I started with one person. I look now and go, wow, we got almost 800 people. But the truth of the matter is, I started with one person like every other leader, and we're still building. So if there is anything else I can help you with, those of you who are really new who are watching this, look for your welcome emails. They're going to have attachments to them for me. They're going to have links you can click on. You're getting a packet in the mail from me also that's going to have a lot of great information that goes out in the mail tomorrow. Also, you're going to get a text from me from my Shuffle app welcoming you to the team with some links to Team Onward, some of the other groups. Some of you have already found them. That is when you're going to find the information quickly, because anything Avon gives me, it goes right in that Team Onward group. I want to make sure you get it first, but it's a lot easier for me to post it in there than trying to get an email out to everybody when a third of the people are opening their emails, but they're looking at social media all the time. So make sure you do that. Let me look here. I see something else. There has been a lot of changes. They're all good changes though, which is really good. They've actually, it is more lucrative now, the leadership scale is. Also, you start earning on the first person who comes in. You used to have to be a unit leader, and you used to have to like have 5 people. You start earning, as long as you're putting in a $50 order or more yourself, you earn 3%. Right off the bat. I mean, which isn't a lot, but wow, I remember when you could have 5 people and you didn't earn anything if you didn't have a $1,200 team sales. So there's a lot of things they've done, not to mention the $20 bonuses. When they come in, they perform, they put in that $150 order or more, or they hit the Kickstarts, you get 20% every, or $20 every time they do that. Brand new representatives get $50 in their first 7 campaigns every time they do that. So us people have been around a long time, we just get $20. But you know what? Having somebody perform an extra $20, I'll take it. That plus the commission on top of it, which is huge. So I love that. So there's a lot of new stuff. We will have a session where we'll talk about that more. Anything comes up in the meantime, just let me know. So nothing else from anybody else? Are we all good? I know I will talk to you before the 4th of July. I'm going to be traveling this weekend, but we're still going to do the calls because they're not falling on the holidays. I think it's good for us to stay engaged this summer. So if you can't be on there and you are traveling, no, we're going to put this on YouTube. We're going to send the replay out. Do never stress because you can't be on something live. But don't forget to send me an email if you were on live or if you caught the replay, and let me know that you were. If there's anything that you need from me that I presented, maybe you want a button and you need to know where to go to get a button, I can send you that link. Anything you're not sure about, you want to know more about, you let me know. That's what I'm here for. If I'm not your direct upline, make sure that you reach out to them. But if you can't reach them for some reason, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. Okay? So you guys have a great holiday. If you're traveling, if not, I will see you next Monday. Oh, you were going to mention Town and Country. I was going to mention Town and Country. Look at that. Yes, I did. Hold on, girl. You are exactly. You know what it is? I didn't see that. Why didn't I see that? That normally is right here. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, okay. Hold on. I got to bring this on and I'm going to share this again. They moved it. That is why. Let me share the screen again. Hold on. Okay. Under where it says Web Office, Kimmery, right here, you're going to see, down here, it's going to say Avon Advantage. When you click on Avon Advantage, any company that is a part of giving us discounts, that can help our business, you are going to see them listed. For instance, Avery, you can actually design, create, and print business tools right here for free, just under Avon Advantage. They have retirement, insurance, medical right now, that if somebody doesn't have it, it's right there for them. Communication, technology, education. We have a scholarship program. We have Capella University that we're part of. Dell gives us discounted rates. Liability insurance. which is, I know you were asking about this. This is where I get my liability insurance when I have events. Very doable. It's a yearly cost, but it'll cover any event you have. Let's see here. And then right here, let me move this over. Shop RepFest if you want something from RepFest, but go to Town and Country right there. This is just a company that helps it. So when you click on Town and Country, here it is. This is actually the Town and Country. Only way to get in there. Shop now. Everything is in here that you want, from signs for your car, table covers, yard signs, decals, magnets, visors, buttons, business cards, what's on clearance, bug guards, certain things. Everything you want is right here. But Avon Advantage is always what you're looking for. Even Staples has something where you get a discount whenever you use their services or something. So this is where you're looking for everything. So hopefully that helps you out. Let's see here. I see the chat. Talk about the trip. What trip, Barbara? What trip are we talking about? Barbara wants me to talk about the trip. Barbara, we could be here all night if I'm talking about trips. I've been on so many trips with Avon, it's crazy. Next one is Ohio, though. Some of you are joining me. We're going to RepFest. That is our national convention. And if you can't be there this year, you ought to save to go. It will change your life, your perspective, how you think, how you talk. Everything you do, people really going to think you crazy when you get back, because you're going to be so high on Avon. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, all I want to do is get to the top. So we'll have plenty to share on that, which is good. But other than that, I think we are good. So I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I know we're quitting a couple of minutes earlier than we normally do. But we will see you next Monday. And if there is anything that you need in the meantime, make sure you reach out. You guys know how to reach me, okay? So I will see you then. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.